Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that your entire civilization is about to disappear, not because of an enemy, not because of a disaster, but because of a single choice made by your own leaders. No battles, no warnings, just silence. This is the untold story of the empire that erased itself. For centuries, the city of Teotihuacan was one of the most powerful places on Earth. Long before the Aztecs, long before the Spanish, this massive metropolis dominated central Mexico. At its peak, it was home to more than 100,000 people, larger than most European cities at the time. Its pyramids towered over the landscape. Its streets were perfectly aligned. Its influence reached hundreds of kilometers across Mesoamerica. But here's the mystery. Around the year 550 AD, Teotihuacan suddenly collapsed. Not slowly, not gradually, almost instantly. Archaeologists discovered something shocking. The city wasn't destroyed by invaders. Instead, its most important buildings were deliberately burned from the inside. Palaces, temples, administrative centers. It was as if the city had turned against itself. So what happened? For a long time, historians believed a simple story. Foreign enemies attacked and destroyed Teotihuacan, but the evidence didn't match. There were no mass graves, no widespread signs of conquest, no weapons left behind. Instead, researchers found something far more disturbing. The fires were carefully targeted. Only elite buildings were burned. The homes of ordinary people were mostly untouched. This wasn't a war, it was a revolution. Teotihuacan was built on a rigid social hierarchy. The elite lived in luxurious compounds decorated with murals, jade, and exotic materials. The majority of the population lived in crowded apartment complexes, working endlessly to sustain the city's power. Over time, inequality grew. Resources became scarce. Climate changes may have triggered droughts. Food shortages followed. And slowly, resentment built up. Then one day, something snapped. Imagine the moment. Crowds gathering in the central avenue. Anger spreading like wildfire. Torches raised not against enemies, but against their own rulers. The people didn't destroy the entire city. They destroyed the symbols of power. Palaces burned. Temples collapsed. The elite vanished. But here's the strangest part. After the uprising, Teotihuacan wasn't rebuilt. Most revolutions lead to new governments, new leaders, new systems. But in Teotihuacan, something different happened. The population slowly abandoned the city. Within a few generations, one of the greatest urban centers in the ancient world became a ghost city. Why would people leave such an advanced metropolis? One theory is psychological. When the sacred and political heart of the city was destroyed, Teotihuacan lost its meaning. It wasn't just a place to live, it was a cosmic center, a sacred axis of the universe. Once that identity collapsed, the city itself became spiritually dead. Another theory is even darker. Some researchers believe the uprising was so violent that it shattered the social fabric beyond repair. Trust disappeared. Institutions collapsed. Trade networks broke down. Without order, the city couldn't survive. Teotihuacan didn't fall because of external enemies. It fell because its own people decided it no longer deserved to exist. And here's the uncomfortable truth. This pattern isn't unique. History shows that the most powerful civilizations rarely collapse from outside forces alone. They collapse when inequality grows too large, when leaders lose legitimacy, and when people stop believing in the system that holds everything together. Teotihuacan is a warning carved in stone. Not about invasion, not about disaster, but about what happens when a civilization loses its soul. Next time you see ruins of an ancient city, remember this. Some empires weren't conquered. They were abandoned by the very people who built them. And the most dangerous enemy of any civilization might not be outside its walls, but inside them.